did that really happen? And then I asked some kids yesterday, I said, anybody identify with me? And some hands went up. They said, man, every day, right? So you start picking up on these things. And then the environment of being out in the streets. I mean, you grow up in a household like that, an environment like that, you kind of get street savvy, street smart, you know? So where the average 8-year-old, you would say, or 10-year-old, don't go there. I'm back crossing yard over the fence, you know, I'm doing things, I'm a stray dog at this point. So you can say whatever you want about me, bitch. I learned the streets quick, okay? 8 years old, 9 years old, I was molested. I was molested by a girl. And it was one of those deals where my mother, and they love to play cards, pinochle, and all this craziness, right? And so they would sometimes go house to house, you know, hey, going to Uncle Pete's house. Who the hell is Uncle Pete? Well, we're going to Uncle Pete's house. So we go over there, and all of a sudden, psst. So I'm like, what? Here she go. She went, I'm like, man, you know, right? Because you're 8, 9 years old, you know, and you wake up that morning, you're not expecting something like this, but it happens. And then what do you do with that information? Because it's information. It's information. It's coming in, it's flooding my brain. What am I doing here? 8 years old, wow. I'm not saying, wow, this is great. Man, this is what they've been talking about, right? No, you go to a shock thing, it all stops, and then you're like, okay, now what? I'm 8, 9, so what do I do now? What do I do with that information? Go back home, have daughter, and all of a sudden, we're going to go Pete's buddy's house again. So now, I don't even remember now, if at that point in my saying, I don't want to go over there. Or did I say, let's go. My little friend's going to be over there. So I don't know really what I was thinking at that point. But after the second time, that was it. I was corrupted. I got all the little girls one time. It's just the way it is. I mean, your mind, my mind couldn't really analyze the whole process of really what's going on. You know, but people expect you to, you know, at 8, 9 years old to know better. But shit, when you have the person bring you into the lion's den, what is there? I mean, this must be normal, right? Okay, get past that. Ain't no big thing. This goes on for a couple good years. But like I said, I was already full-blown sex addict at that point. Because I was trying to get it wherever I could. You know, I was turned out. Okay? Now, but still a good boy. Gets around 10 years old. I met a couple of Jews. I said, okay. This is the candy man, right? Let's go in here and get some candy. I'm buying candy. And all of a sudden, I asked these cats, can I sweep and keep your property clean for you? Because, you know, we kids, we open the can, put the candy, throw the wrapper. We don't put the wrappers in our pocket, did you? Those times you throw it on the ground, you was outside, right? 8 years old, you open a piece of candy, 9 years old, 10 years, you just throw the wrapper on the ground, right? But it gave an opportunity for me. You know, we were talking about opportunity, right? I didn't know it was an opportunity, but I took it as an opportunity. You mind if I sweep your front? No. At that point, that was it. They liked me. Then they started to teach me about business. The first lesson was, why? Because they paid me with candy. So they said, why are you eating your profits? What's profit? Right? I'm smart enough to say, what is that? What is profits? What is that? Well, it's the difference between what you bought something for and what you sold it for. Oh, that's profits. right? So now the lessons begin, talking about business, marketing. But I don't realize at this point, I'm young, so my mind, I'm catching it though. So I said, okay, penny candy. I'll sell the penny candy for 5 cents. Okay, so I'm selling. So my little Brainiac self says, say, it's gotta be a better way, right? Because that's what business people do. They think about money and how to generate and create it, right, Michelle? So you always create and say, I know how to do this, right? So that's what the business mind did. I started to, because you're always working around business stuff, your mind automatically gets creative. So my mind says, what if I can get some of these kids? I'll sell it to them if they buy 10 pieces or more, I'll give it to them for 3 cents. Then they can sell it for 5 cents, right? We got a little thing, it worked. I had my little crew, put in money every day, because you're dealing with change, right? Nickels and dimes, right? So I'm like, every day I would go to my Jew buddies, right? And cash those coins into dollars. So I learned to handle money at a young age, right? Because that's the essence of everything. Is everybody needs what? Money, right? So right around going through all this, I got molested again at 13. This time it was the so-called uncle, right? It was oral, but he wanted to go all the way. I'm like, get out of here. That's when my whole brain changed, because I said, nobody's protecting me here. This guy supposed to be some uncle. Man, but I shut it down. You hear me? That's when I knew I became a young man. I said, I know who I am. I am not gay. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, I love gay, a lot of my family gay. But I wasn't gay, I knew that. You know what I'm saying? I said, I ain't having it, okay? So, but it was still devastating. Now, who do I talk to at this point? Who do I say? Do I say, Mom, you gotta check Uncle Reuben, because Uncle Reuben, he's got some sugar going on in his tank. He's kind of sputtering over here. But I couldn't talk to nobody, because I knew that the anger that was gonna come. You don't tell my mother something like that and think it's gonna be okay. You think it'll be silent. Well, we need to talk about it. It wasn't gonna be like that, baby. So I knew it was like that thing, I shut it down. I didn't really start talking about the molestation until like about 4 or 5 months ago. Then I started seeing these stories of how kids are getting taken out. I mean, that molestation is rampant in America. 1 out of 5 boys, 1 out of 6 boys, look CDC, get molested by the time they're 15. 1 out of 4, 1 out of 3 to 1 out of 4 girls are molested. That's way too much. That's way too many. So what did I do? I said, I started to protect all the other little kids in the family. I didn't know how. I did the best I could, right? I'm like, come on in here. No, you're not sitting around these people. Get your ass, get your butt in here, right? So I had to do it. I had to say, no, you here in the room, you stay with me, watch TV, do what you gotta do, because that's too dangerous out here. I already went through it. I said, you 8, 9, 7, 5, I already know what's gonna happen to you, because I was smarter than the average kid. I used my brain more than, I knew, because I knew my brothers. I was educated. I was going for the education piece, right? They were going for the criminal shit, right? So my mind was a little bit, I knew I was smarter than them, you see? So I had to outthink them too when it came to the little kids, get them out of harm's way, right? So that's a lot of pressure for a young dude, right? But it seemed to matter as I began to get older. That's what it seemed to matter. I said, okay, that protection mold and that, I said, now I'm going to end up having children the same, but that protection mold is there. Ain't no way you're going over Auntie so-and-so or so-called Uncle so-and-so's house. No, because I know them little stinkers over there. And I know what's going to happen when you get little nappy-headed kids together, right? And there's no real supervision. It just happens. It's a natural phenomenon, but it just does. So now, being a young dude going through those things and still had to make money. I had to take care of myself. But I knew that at the age of 13, I didn't even want no more money from my mother. I never asked her for another penny. She doesn't even kind of realize. I don't even think my mother even realized to this day I never asked her for nothing. Because when I asked her for a quarter one day and she said no, I said, never care. You'll never tell me no again. I didn't care. I didn't care. And I made sure from that day forward that I don't ask nobody for nothing. I don't ask you for nothing. I don't need nothing. I was making way more money than my mother at 13 years old. She didn't know that. I wouldn't let nobody know. I was a pure D hustler. Now, a lot of people weren't built like me. It was the only deal that separated me from everybody else was those two brothers, them Jew brothers. Because where was I going to get that information in the hood? Where? I'm doing this. When I teach you, that's why I do this every Saturday too from 9 to 10. Because once you learn the intricate parts of how to take people's money legally, morally, and ethically, there's nothing like it. Your whole brain just starts changing. You say, man, this is too sweet. That's the only thing that saved me. That's the only thing that got me to a point where I knew I could make money in any environment. It don't matter. Those cats taught me international marketing. And I'm going to do the same thing for you right now. What's the number one thing that you're going to need if you're going to move your product and service around the globe? What are you going to need? Now, you should know this, but I'm going to leave you out of it. What? Say what?
Nah.
Do like that.
What?
What do you need, the one thing you need to move your product and service around the globe? I'm listening. A brand.
Yeah, that.
You gotta have a brand. How do you move a brand? How do you move product around the globe you don't have a brand? How do you move your product, your fish? You do fish fries. You can't brand, you ain't branding it. You can't brand, fried fish unless what? The packaging. When you wrapped it up for the customer at the event, and it said the name, what is it? Gifted Hands?
Capable Hands.
Capable Hands. I was close, right? So you branded me. See, I knew it was something. Capable Hands. Now you wrapped it up. The napkin said Capable Hands on it. Now you're branding. Now it's a brand. And people will recognize the name. That's the only way you can move it around the globe. But once you got the brand, what you got to do to move the brand around the globe? Tell me.
Once you have the brand, what do you use to?
What's next?
Oh.
There's 5 elements to international business. First was branding. What do you need to move your brand around the globe? Marketing. Right? How you gonna sell fish if you ain't marketing? You ain't at least put up with business cards and say, hey, I'm the fish lady. How do you do it? Joe. Joe is a marketing extraordinaire. He pushes more people's business cards around Decatur and Atlanta than anybody I know outside me. Me and Joe personally have passed out probably about 50 to 100,000 business cards since we've known each other. Without the marketing, you are sunk. At some point, you're going to have to need a business card. But the brand is basically a business card all its own. So you need the marketing to move that business card that's on that product, right? Now that I didn't invent anything. I want to know who in here ever manufactured anything that they own. What do you own? What did you put a shovel in the ground, do some dirt and turn it into a factory? Who got factories in here? They own the stores. They own the materials. Every item I have, from Bodio, Bernardo, but somebody else makes this crap. I just sell it. I'm just a broker. That's all we all are. The only thing that we could do, being people that understand business, the only thing you can do is take somebody else's product and redistribute it. That's all you're gonna do. You can make it better. So I take people's products and I make it better. That's all I can do. I don't boil stuff. I do some blending and stuff like that. And none of us really own anything. Everything that we sell or distribute is going to be somebody else's product. We're just redistributing it. And this is why companies exist. They exist where we say, hey, I'll sell that for you. Cars. I'm not the only one that sells Bodio Bernardos. What do I have to do to get people, convince people to buy my product and say, hey, my product is the best product you ever gonna have? I don't care what you buy out there. Go try these other companies. Because we got the #1 oil, baby. You can't touch it. I can't be the #1 oil in all the world, can I? Somebody else must got something a little better than mine. But my job is to convince you, I got the joint. You got to have mine. If you don't do mine, you ain't in the oil business. You might as well get on out of it. You don't even want it. So what do I have to do to convince them to buy mine over somebody else? I have to use psychology. I learned this when I was 10 and 11 years old. The 5 elements of international business. Can you imagine being 10 years, 11 years old, 12, and the stuff I'm telling you now, I knew this then? I was a little boy. That's crazy. Not many people on the planet ever get that kind of information that early in life. Psychology. You gotta have it in order to make it believable that this is what you do. Can you imagine the first day? I started with $96, this company. About 2 dozen t-shirts. So I'm out on the street. T-shirts, get your t-shirts in. Some crazy guy on the corner of McAfee and Candler Road yelling at cars to come and get these t-shirts in. 2 dozen turned to 4 dozen, 4 dozen turned to 6 dozen, 6 dozen turned to 10 dozen, 10 dozen turned to 20 dozen. It was a need for a t-shirt that said, thank you, Jesus, on it. So thousands of them. God is awesome. Oh, I'm going to bring them back. Thousands of them. And then I got into that next one. Fill my cup, Lord. Had the blood running out of Jesus' hand, running into the cup. The cup said love on it. It was an overflow. They cut this. Fill my cup, Lord. I just happen to like to drink from the saucer, the overflow. People like to drink from the cup. I like to drink from the overflow of God's blessings. Okay? Now, $96 later, I turned it into this. But it was the psychology of it all. What are you going to do after you don't use your brains that you're supposed to be doing anyway to get people to buy your products and service, right? Now, how do you get people to really want to buy your products and your service without them even really realizing now? Now they're like, they're so branded. They just show up at your door. It's got to be, something's got to happen where these people just show up at you and they don't even know why anymore. It's got to be real simple. Simplicity is number 4. The keys to the international marketing of business. It's got to be real simple. If it's complicated, would you get involved? Would you be here right now if I had a complicated system? You say, I ain't going back up there, that dude too complicated. You talking about all these numbers and crazy numbers, right? I ain't going back over there. But what made you come back? You said, let me hear this one more time, right? But it had to be real simple to make people even want to come back in here. In order for me to fill this room every Saturday, I'm going to have to make it real simple to get people in here. I have to show them where the money's at, quick. But what do I want to do that is so simple? Now I got other people wanting to tell other people. It's so simple that a 5-year-old can explain. That's why I was kind of but I knew if he wasn't off the track. But right around 5, 6 years old, he'll be more settled down. But if you get a 5 or 6-year-old to do it, to explain it, you're going to create duplication is number 5. Duplication. Duplication is the key to success. If you don't have simplicity and duplicate, you need to know that your customer is going to go tell somebody else. Man, it's like going to a movie. Yep. Everybody been to a movie here, right? You ever been to a real good movie? I mean, that movie was so good that when you got home, man, you called somebody and said, man, you got to see that movie. That's a good movie. You ever told somebody that's a good movie? Man, you got to see it. It's a good movie. You got to see it, right? So that means you was helping the movie there to sell tickets without you even knowing it. It's got to be real simple and duplicatable. This movie got to be so good that these people will go out and tell somebody else. That's what you're looking for. That your product is so good that when you spray it or burn or whatever, they say, what is that? They say, oh, right here, you got to go check them out. They got some culture. Right? Isn't that going to happen? Especially if your name is on it, right? Your name is on it? They say, yeah, call them. There you go, the number. Because when I sell my products, right, I tell people, I said, if anybody wants them, just tell them to go to my website right there and call that phone number right there. They say, okay, I'll do it. Because they love it. So somebody says, oh man, you gotta go over there and see this guy, call him. That's what you want. Simplicity and duplication. You need people just promote your product for you. Right, Joe? Joe will tell you, Joe, when I'm master distributor, he be out there selling this product, girl. He sell it. This order right here is for one of my Korean brothers, and that's just part of it. The other part's in the other room. He's taking that to Tennessee, Chattanooga. He already took the first round. He said, give me another 30 of them boxes together. Taking it back up to Tennessee. But he is marketing in South Carolina, North Carolina, Florida, Texas, D.C. He got a big market in D.C. But I told him so much about the body oil. He was like, man, We got 20 top designs. We told him, we said, give me one bundle of each one. There's 30 in a bundle. He said, I'm getting ready to put that in the market. So you understand where I'm coming from? Okay? So you got your brand, you got your marketing, you got your psychology kicking off, right? You got some simplicity happening, you got some duplication, you got some repeat customers. And you got your customers sending you more customers. That's what you want, right? Listen, I used to be in the drug game. What drug dealer would want more customers? And usually if the stuff was good, they're gonna say, man, they got the best stuff over there. Bradley Street, you know? Second floor. Heard you got the bomb. But that's the same thing I wanted with this. You see? But you want it to be legal, moral, and ethical. You want to make sure that nobody's going to jail today, or tomorrow, or the next day. Right? So we got that out of the way. We're cool with that. This is what I want. I'm going to lead into the money next. Because everybody want to know about the money, right? How I'm going to make the money. If somebody kept saying, man, making money is easy and all that, I'm like, hurry up, tell me. I want to know how you do it. How you do it. Bro, don't you want to know? How can you make $1,000 a week and up selling oils? Don't you want to know something like that? And know that was happening, it was really happening to you. Because we're going to get there. I'm going to get there right now. But you got to be educated. Anybody heard that before? I want to talk about that for a second. Let's talk about education. And prove to you, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that education is supreme. It's number one in the land. Let's get there. If somebody was going to be a doctor, they go to school to get educated. But then what do they have to do while they're doing it? Practice. That's why they call it practice, right? You're a doctor, they're going to have to cut open some worms and cut open some frogs and cut open some people, right? They got to practice. They can't just get out of school and say, guess what? I'm a brain surgeon now. I'm going to cut open me some skulls today. You think they're just going to go in there and just cut the skull open because they learn all this information? No, they're going to have to crack a couple of skulls, right? They get up in there, get in there, and they learn how to operate. And this is the frontal lobe, and this is the memory part of the brain. They got to get in there and practice how to. And then they say it again. This is the frontal lobe, and they got to practice, right? If you're gonna be a lawyer, do you just study and then go right into the courtroom, or do you what? Practice. Athlete. You want to be a pure athlete? You want to be a pro athlete? Or you think they're just going to recruit you? Because you say, hey, I'm going to be the number one. I'm going to be Michael Jordan. So you walk in there, you ain't never shot a ball in your life. But you say, I'm going to be the next Michael Jordan. But you ain't even practiced yet. There's a fundamental problem with America when it comes to business. These kids go into the schools, they go to learn business, but they don't practice. Because I go speak at marketing, the school department, I go speak at the school, but I speak to the marketing kids and the business kids. I don't like dealing with the general public of the school because they're not there. But if I go to the business department, their mind is already clicking, right? They're ready to make money, right? But they're not practicing. I asked all the kids, I said, who in here own their own company? Who in here is selling stuff right now? So none of y'all are practicing? Let me give you some products. I'll show you something to practice with. You need to practice. I'll give you some products. And that's where we're going. Our children, they need to 1,000% change the curriculum in America. I'm shouting out to you, President Obama, that we come up with a system that every school has to have some economics in it. You can't just get out of school. You can't just get out of school. You got to know some economics. Take out the history and put in economics. That's one of them. I didn't learn much from black history anyway. Most kids ain't interested. How much do you know about black history, son?
Not a lot.
Very little. In most cases, it's a waste. I'm not saying it shouldn't be part of the curriculum. That's not what I'm saying. I said if I had to pick one over the other, which one would you pick for your child? The black history or business courses? Now, I'm asking you parents, I said, you all have a choice. It's a referendum. Is that what they call it? Referendum. You got to pick one. Black history or business classroom economics. Pick one. How much are they really teaching our kids in black history anyway? How much you think they really know about their blackness? The truth now, it's in their books now. It's in the books. How much of that stuff is true?
5%.
There you go. Somebody said 5%. So, it's very important that we do start looking at business with our children, taking them a lot more serious. This is a second generation company. My children, all my children know about money. I don't play. I don't play. The 14-year-old is going to be better than Mark. Because he got more of that techie stuff, right? I want you to meet my son at the end of this. We are getting ready to talk about money. Right now, we're getting ready to go into the money piece. How do you make money in the hood? Man, I can't wait for you all to teach other people, because the way you're going to make the big money, and then you got to help somebody else. You got to help somebody else make some money. That's how the money going to come rolling down. But when you see how many people are prospering, and you ain't struggling like they was, and they really making money, just like the drug gang said, we're together, but it's all legal, more ethical, right? Ain't nobody getting hurt, and they love it. You're helping these kids. The commission is to go back into the school systems and teach this. I commission all the kids to do it. There's kids that like in your position, just got some hard luck doing some things, right? Now you got a chance to get things right again, right? You can look in the mirror again and say, I can do it, right? I'm better than whatever I was doing there. That's my past, right? As long as you know you got that's your past, you're cool, right? But the thing is, what's my future? What's my future going to look like? If we don't help you all build your finances, what are you going to do when you get to school? Let me tell you something. College is not going to be that friendly to your children if you don't have no money. When I went into college, I had roughly probably anywhere between $15,000 to almost $20,000. And that was back in 78. Because I was always hustling. I saved them. My family didn't know I saved up that kind of money. I had no clue. I had a bank account and all that. I had no clue. But I went to a predominantly white school, college. And you know, I mean, them white kids were pop, them ballers. The ones that had that money had them cars and fancy cars and stuff. But I feel sorry for the other black kids from, from other states, New York, blah, blah. Even some of the students, because it was like a 2% black. It wasn't even that. And some of the kids came from Boston. I knew some of them. But, we didn't really hang to it. But I knew them. But their experience was different. They couldn't hang out with these white kids like I could. I had more money. I had more money. Go figure, right? But the experience was so much better. I got my diploma, got it. But when I got out of there, that's where I was a megaton bomb. That's where I got that education. I was, wee. I got that education to go with that street knowledge. I recommend you, all y'all, go online, take a little certification, little class on small business management and accounting. That's going to save you. That's going to help you. Because what you're learning, you elevate. You elevate, man. You know how to manage now. So I'm going to get my staff, I'm going to get them some extra curriculum. So they can learn, when they learn it, they know what I'm going through. See, you don't know the struggle until you take a class and stuff. You say, damn, wow, man, I should have been took this class, right? I should have been got this certification. Because what happens when you take that small business management class, you become a better person. You learn how to manage your own little deal. You can't even imagine it until it happens. When it happens, you be like, you're just smarter. You say, oh man, now I can fix this, I take this, and because sometimes they show you charts. This is you, then you boom, then you boom. I put a little chart on the board in there. But I told Mark, he said, yeah, but what? I said, it's another flow chart. There's all kinds of flow charts. And it's almost, a flow charts are like a storyboard. Do you know what a storyboard is?
Yeah.
You know? What is it?
Storyboard is like where you lay out your ideas and put it into like plans. And then you...
Everybody needs to do that one time in their life. Take you some magazines, start cutting it out, right? Words and pictures, things that you can see yourself 2 years from now, and 5 years from now. You said, I want to get this land, and I want to put a building on it, a house on it, and then I can see me traveling. So you got a plane, and it might be Tahiti, so you put Tahiti on there. You start dreaming about the things. It's a dream board. So all of a sudden, you start really looking at it, and all of a sudden things start happening. You might put some dollar signs, need to make, you might even put some numbers there, 100,000, 2015, and you move on, so you said, damn, I want to make $100,000 in 2015. Write it down, put it on the board. And you make it closer and closer. You say, man, it's happening. That's what that does for you, okay? Let's get down to business. Ms. G, where's Donna? Can you get her up here? You may as well. Let's go. Where's Jay? I want them all up here. Let's get them in here. Let's go. Stephanie, everybody, let's go. How am I doing so far? I'm okay? Yeah. Okay, am I boring you? I'm getting ready to show you how to make some money now. Even you, Angie. Even you. Angie now, Angie wanna, I don't want to do nothing. But when you see how easy it is, now you can make a decision. You said, do I want to make me some money or not? Extra money. Shit, I want to live better. Y'all ready? Come on in. Where's Stephanie? This is the staff. Come on, young rep. Come on in. I want y'all to have a seat. Come on. This is Mark. Come on, Jay. This is G, Donna, Stephanie. We're getting ready to talk. Y'all have a seat, because I'm getting ready to talk about numbers and how this thing really works, so people can say, aha! Is you waiting for Miss Donna? with Stephanie. All right. Mr. Miller. The killer. Killer Miller. Come on in, y'all. Y'all can take some notes if you want. You already got most of the notes, but these are really mental notes for you guys. I won't hear no crap. I'm laying it out now. I'm looking at you like you in Jerome. All right, y'all ready? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about the body oil first. That's the first wave of money that you can make through this system, okay? Now, do me a favor, Ms. Dickey. Ms. Dickey, can you pass me that, a bundle in there in that box, a bundle. Just one bundle. Here we go. So we're going to tape this. We're going to end up taping these, right, Mark? Just one little piece, just kind of hold them together, right? So this is what we call a bundle. Now, if you get them, right now we got a system where we got two lists. The first list is a list that is a liquidation list. I don't know how many it is, probably maybe about 40, 50 of them, something like that, whatever it is. And on that list, anyone on that list, if you get a bundle, 30 piece bundle, just like this. Now we're talking about walk-ins right now, right? You get 30 in a bundle for $30. That means it's $1 a bottle, right? All right, you got that? Real simple, right? But we got the one that don't have the clearance list, that's on the main list. Those, same thing, you get 30 in a bundle, but it's gonna be $37.50. That's $1.25 each. Okay? Very simple, right? What I recommend, let me put this in. And I propose that everyone have their own labels, their own company, their own brand. So you put your little brand on here. Say your name again, brother.
Ron Derrick.
Brandette?
Ron Derrick.
Ron Derrick? Yeah. Ron Derrick. Oh, I've never heard that before. Okay, Ron Derrick Enterprises. The name of the fragrance, and most likely, in your case, your phone number, right? Right? It's your product now, right? Now it's not my product anymore. It's not the company that sold me the oil product anymore. When I put my label on it, belongs to me. Nobody knows about where I bought the big drums and the barrels, right? So you got your name of your company on here, the name of the fragrance, and your phone number. What's going to happen when that product starts getting into the market? That phone going to start ringing at some point, right? Now, some people can't afford, they say, man, I can't afford no $30, or I can't afford, that's too many, I need some variety, right? So if you want to get a bundle of variety, you get a bundle with six pack, you want to get different ones, Cool Water, Nalaka, White Diamond, whatever it is. That's $1.50. That's $45 a bundle. Just to get some variety, right? That's $1.50 each. But you're gonna purchase a single page of labels with your company name on it that matches those 6 bottles, those 5 different flavors, right? So that means you got 5 different flavors, you got 5 different labels, right? Even if you pull this off the shelf with my label on it, all you're gonna do is put your label over it. It's just an easy process for us because we're gonna sell a lot of Heavenly Body products. But because we bring pouring and labeling, all you gotta do He said, pull it off the shelf, take your label, put it on my label. Easy? Easy, right? That's easy enough. You take the product, you put it in the barber shops, beauty salons, gas stations, right? And wholesale to your friends and family. Because that's what it's all about. Because now you can sell your oils for $24 a dozen. Getting it going. $24 a dozen. They said, I want a little variety. You give them a little variety. They said, well, just give me, I want 3 of those or something, right? And 3 of those. You got that capability of giving them a little bit of variety with your name on it. So there's a little marketing for you a little bit there, right? Yes? So yesterday, you bought 2 packs, right?
Yeah.
For $18, right? $18 a dozen, right? Mm-hmm. But what did you forget?
No.
The labels.
Yeah.
All he needed was a sheet of each of the labels, and boom, he's in business. With $20 lousy, he's rolling. You already sold a couple, right?
Yeah.
Bang. That's what we want, right? That's what we want. Get those first sales in there, get it going. And you know, it always going to start off with what? 1. Right? If I told Fire this morning, she said, well, you know, I don't have that many guys, I only got 2. And then they were talking about maybe they only got 1. I said, all you need is 1. All it takes is 1 for you or you to be excited about making your own money with your own product line. The word's going to get out through that organization. Isn't it? Isn't it? They're going to know because my boy, Roderick, I'm getting there. You messed me up with that long name, you know that, right? What is it again? Roderick. Okay, Brother Derek. Right? So they found out that Roderick is excited. And he's actually starting to sell to some of the staff, and you know, you call them back and say, hey, I got my own business now. They say, really, I want to see your product. How much is it? Right? And you telling them, hey, you know, if you need any more, there's my phone number on the thing. You know anybody said, well, you smell good? Tell them about me, okay? Listen. Well, they're going to cheer you on real good, right? Both of you, right? You got your own company now, and it costs you $20 or whatever. That's one aspect. Okay. Now, body oils. I think for the most part, I hit it right on the nose. That's it in a nutshell. But we're going to do the same thing with the burning oils. We set you up, right? But it's not the same price. It's $2, right? You got your own label. It's $24 a dozen. You got your own label. We spell the label for $1. You're in the game, right? But this time we don't have to worry about putting labels over top of labels, right? Because those are already unlabeled and ready for you to put your label on. Easy, right? Then you say, okay, give me 100 of them. What's 175? We can do that. We want to do that. We want to get there. Right? So that way we're across the board now. So anybody, they can go and get that 10%. We'll talk about that. Any questions about how you're going to make your money do that? Another way, next one. It's called affiliation program. Are you familiar with affiliation programs? Okay. This is when you get on our database, our QuickBooks. You get on as a master distributor. We put your name into our system. When you know that you're recruiting somebody to buy our products, right? You're gonna call that in or email it in, right? And said, this is Ron Derrick. These are the 4 people that I want you to put on my database. They're going to put that names under your name. Every time that person buys something, your name going to pop up as the rep. As long as they retail, I'm going to give you 10% of everything they buy. You ain't never got to be around the sale. You ain't got to be around here. If it needs to be shipped, we ship it for you. And at the end of the month, we give you a report, a progress report. And maybe you got 15 people in there, and they sold 1,000 items, $1,000 worth of stuff. You get $100. Don't sound like a lot? Well, wait till that thing gets, you got $2,000 in sales, but that's $200. Then it's 5,000 sales, and it's every month. But that's just a residual, a commission check. There's two things that you got to be dealing with. You got to deal with the commission. You also got to deal with a direct sale. Once we convert those customers to wholesale, you get 5%. You will make more money off the 5% than you will the 10%. And that's a class, because you're going to want to know that. How do you make more money on 5% than 10%? And I'll teach you that. But I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. You make more money off the 5%. Because it's more volume, right? Because somebody buy a case of toilet paper, one person, they come in here, that take them maybe a month, 2 months, 3 months to use that if it's a one person, right? So you make $2, 10% off of 24 is $2.40. But if I convert that customer for you into wholesale and they buy 6 cases, that's $18 a case instead of $24 a case. Your profit from that is $5 and something. So but how many times they coming in? They might come in once a week because they're wholesalers, right? So they're going out in the market, sell it, come back, sell it, come back. So you're better off with us converting your constituents into wholesalers because you make more money if they buy in bulk, right? Powerful. Any questions about that? I don't think I missed anything. Come on, talk to me. Because I'm feeling real good right now. Now, we can talk numbers all day long. We got liquidation oils. You look on the list, they're $25 a pound. High quality. Oh my God. Buy one, get one free. That's $12.50 a pound. You start doing the math on that, baby, you ain't gonna want nobody. So this is the whole system is for you to get out of this stuff and into the pounds. Because it's cheaper for you to pour your own. We don't want to hold you back. We want you to move to the pounds. Okay? You're talking something that is cut in half. This is where we want to get you to. Because once you get here, now we know you got control of your whole market. There's no other company that's doing this. There's no other fragrance company doing this. They're not going to teach you this. These companies are not doing it. This is going to set our children free. You gotta take heed to the facts of how we going to get out of financial strife. How we going to get out of there? How we going to help our children? He was 9 when I started. I always push the business. Get that business going. Know your numbers. This is why every Saturday we doing this. Every Saturday, 9 to 10. I mean, I want people coming in from all over. You gotta practice. If you don't practice, you don't come in here and practice, where you gonna get it from? Where you gonna get this information, this free information? People are not passing out free information like this. They're not doing it. As soon as you all find somebody that's out there giving up the free information like this and helping people generate an income, let me know. But we need to connect. We need to network, right? Right? Why so-and-so doing it? The first person I find out that's really helping kids and really doing it with economics, I'm all over it. I'm going on tour to the colleges because I want to educate. I want to educate the youth on how to get paid. What's wrong with that? These poor kids, man, they are getting into drugs and shit like this so fast. I'm telling you, the next 10 years is going to be crazy if we don't start helping these kids. Kids need to have simple information on how to make a couple more extra dollars somewhere when they're moving around. I mean, it don't make any sense that our children are out there. I mean, only God knows what these kids can get into now. Because they want to pay us sneakers. They're killing each other. And I guarantee you, I was one of those happy, angry children that all I needed was one little push to the left, one little push to the right, and I've been in jail killing somebody. Or killing somebody. I had to control my anger. And believe me, when you don't have the support systems, if it wasn't for sports, I took all my anger and aggression out of my opponents. Thank God for sports, because somebody wouldn't have been doing too good in the neighborhood. I'm telling you. Because it was I grew up with criminals. I just didn't go to jail. I didn't go to prison. I've been to jail quite a few times. I ain't proud of that either, but when you play the game, there's some time attached to it, when you out there messing around. Every Saturday, I'm going to make a commitment to this, 9 to 10. And I just love what I do. And I know because now, we're going back, and I'm going to now attack the schools again, starting Monday, right? So we go back into the school systems. We already know that Southwestern Academy will be on the what do they call it? Advisory committee. MLK will be on the advisory committee. It's all about business. It has nothing to do with the general thought processes of a child. I don't care about that. I said it's all about dollars and cents, right? If it makes sense, it makes dollars. Any of this make sense today?
Yes.
If it makes a lot of sense, it's going to make a lot of dollars. Does it make a lot of sense? Okay, is there anything I said today that was difficult, that you don't understand, and that you don't want to be a part of? Is it easy enough? How would you want to make money with me? Just know what I told you today. Would you want to be a direct sales? Do you want to send people and make money, 10% commissions off people? Which way would you go?
The whole set.
The whole? Hear what he said? The That's the answer. All of it. Go direct. Send people, because there's going to be people that you're not going to be able to service. You got a lot of little cats that you know. You send them and say, Lord, make you some money, man. Because you know you ain't going to be around them all the time. So you said, let me send them over. Let me get 10% of those people. And then I got my direct people that I sell to as I'm moving along. Making $200, $300 a week, right? But you're making another $200 a week from sending people, getting them 10%. But see, what I'm going to be teaching you over these Saturdays is how to be a wholesale, direct wholesaler. So your people are buying wholesale from you. Now you're talking 1,000. You know, like I said, 1,000 a week, 2,000 a week. Because now you're supplying people. It's different. I teach people how to be suppliers. That's where I'm at. Now, I'm great at selling, but I'm better at distribution. And once I get you to the point where you distribution, it don't matter how old you are, man. It don't matter where you come from. It's all about how much you know and who you know, right? Imagine getting some information that's always like this. Straight, no chaser. Just no games, you know, just straight. This is how you gonna get the money. And you're getting it. Just like my Jew friend. They said, this is how you do it. And then I started being creative. I said, okay. Now if I go inside door to door, oh, I was great at door to door. 12, 13 years old. I mean, it's dangerous. It was dangerous then. It's more dangerous now, but going door to door to businesses, I do it today. I do it right to the job. I do it to this day. I can get out of my car in a plaza and I go door to door, start dropping off flyers, and I work that whole plaza. Because it's my business. What the hell am I? What I can't, I'm going to get somebody else to pass on my flyers. It's my business. If I love my business, I'm passing on some flyers. I mean, you don't have to twist my arm. Baby, how many people you know pass out flyers better than me? I work a whole building. I go inside a restaurant and I'll touch everybody in that building. And they just call me crazy and then leave me alone. They say, oh, it's just sir marketing. You go up to IHOPs, you go to Ruby Tuesdays, you go over to Tails, you go to O'Charlie's, and I guarantee you most of them waitresses got my pens in their pocket, in their hands. Marketing tools. And I made it that way. How many pens did I buy, Mark, when I just ordered? What was it? Was it 3,000 or one to $3,000, something like that? I just bought about 5,000 to 6,000 pens. Ink pens. Why would somebody do something stupid like that? Okay? So, this is the deal. I don't even have to, I'm gonna do some Q&A. We got a couple more minutes left. What is it that you need to know? What is it you need to know? Come on. Toilet paper, laundry detergent. You gonna have a problem with some toilet paper? You know anybody who will probably buy some toilet paper from you? Everybody you know, right? The people that know you all are trying to change your career, your life. You think they support you? You know they will. You know they're going to support you. That's got to give you some relief. Is your family supporting you, Lawrence? Yep. They're starting to support you. At first you didn't know what to think, right? Mm-hmm. Maybe you're like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And now all of a sudden, you start to get a little bit easier about it, right? It just took time. It took you a little time, right? To get it, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead. It took you a little time, right? To just say, hey, this might be all right, right? And now all of a sudden what? You got a job now too, out of the deal. Right? Independent. Got your little money going to pocket. Bought him a little, invested a little bit of his money. Right? Invested. And now getting a return on your money, on your investment.
Even more than that.
So the money he spent, the money you spend to purchase products, the money, it's like you got money in your pocket, but as soon as you start buying products, right, your money, the value of your money goes up because of the profits in it. A lot of people say, man, that's all I got. Oh, really? Well, that's all you're going to have if you don't loosen up that pocket a little bit and spend some money. I'm going to assign you, well, you already in it. Even you, Angie, if you decide to do it. It don't cost you nothing to sign up as a master distributor. Absolutely nothing. We just put you in the system. And whenever you decide to send somebody, just make sure you get the first name, last name, phone number, right? You call us, and I want you to put in Michael Jones. Yeah, Michael Jones. He goes, he'll be coming over there. It might take Michael Jones 6 months to get over here. But when he gets here, activate it, you know? To get your own line of burning oil and air fresheners, think about what's going to happen. You got your name on it. $25 get you started. You get the first 12, got your label on it, your name, your phone number, and you're selling it like hotcakes. 95% of my customer base are women. So just know that. Now, some people might have a strong male customer base, right? Women. That's where the money's at. So the women, man, they love to spend money. I love women. I love y'all. I love you women, boy. Oh my God. Y'all paid all my bills all these years. Oh my goodness. Thank you, ladies. They pay the bills, man. Remember that? Women pay the bills. Jay? Women pay your bills. So legal, moral, and ethical. Right? You gotta know who your customers are. Right? I know when I walk in a room, if there's 100 men and 1 woman in there, I'm going to the woman first. Then I'll deal with the men later. Because the women are going to pull the men into this, oh, this smells so good. You got to get around women, man, and when you see men and women together, and you want to make a sale, and you know they're together, always go after the woman. Say, excuse me, ma'am, can I get your opinion on this smell? Oh my God, it smells so good. They say, your woman loves this product. He look at you like, boy, you know your game, boy. Because once, it's just like if you were selling roses at a nightclub. And you knew that was a couple, or you could tell that I could tell that this guy was trying to get with this lady. Maybe if you buy a rose, you might. How much is that rose? $5. They're gonna spend $5 to help them with the quest. But it's just a fact. Asking these women, my line, if you really want to make some money, especially with the fragrance industry, you better be talking to all the women you know. Because your mama, your sister, your little cousin, girl cousins, they're all gonna make your company As long as you don't give it away, the women in your family, your mama loves y'all, don't you? Y'all mama loves you, don't you? Don't they? Watch what they do for you once you get your business started. I think I met your mother. Was your mother there? Your mother was there. Was she talking? She was like the center of attention, was she?
I don't know.
I don't remember either. It was one of them mamas. She was all, you could tell she was big mama. She was right there. Little thing, she was just, come on everybody. It was just following her. Was there a group of y'all? It was like your brother. Yeah, it was the other two. They had the brothers and your mother was there? You think she gonna support you? After this, talk to these older women right here. Say, you think this gonna be real good? You think this gonna be a good thing for you? Huh? Well, she said, talk to this young woman here.
There you go.
And talk to them two older women right here. These three older ones right here. I just wanna thank y'all for coming by. Hopefully you'll take this serious. Know that it's only 1 hour. I've been through this before. A training, I used to drive for hours to get to a training every week. But I ended up being #1 sales, #1 in recruiting, recruiter of the year, because I put in the time. I wanted to learn. I got so many plaques, awards, certificates, but I always wanted to win. That was my deal. I said, maybe I didn't win at this other little stuff when I was young and all that, but now I'm a little older now. I know what I want. Let me pursue business. Because I knew I could control my life as long as I had a business. As long as I was working for somebody else, and it was okay. Jobs are fine. I had a few of them in my day. Those are fine. You got a good job, but you need to make your own money too. I've been telling her that for years. She can make a lot of money. She's scared crazy. But you need to start your own thing, Miss G. You need the money. God knows you ain't gonna give you the money. You got too many people that love you at their church. And they will be gladly support you. Especially if you're talking about helping those kids. You say, I want to start a little youth program. And let's say you was in charge of the whole thing. Just bringing them on in, bringing those kids in. You're going to get a lot of play from that. You know Marlon's going to love you for that. He already love you. Marlon Harris. Them kids they deserve. And look at this big one right here in the middle. Shaking her head. We got to get her going in that church. Because it's just going to open up. So again, thank you. We're going to have some food. Let's eat. Let's get something to eat. Any questions? Oh, I'm going to do some raffles. Thank you, baby. All right. This is what I'm going to do. You're going to give me a minute. I'm an older man. Hold on. Stay with me. Stay right there. Go down.
We have refreshments over here. We have apples, small oranges, some nuts, granola, alkaline water.
Nope. Not with her. He said it out.
Okay. This is what I'm gonna do. The raffle is going to be something different. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give everybody a spray pen, right? This will help you get started, right? Take it into your little market. Spread it around, ladies and women, right? I always do, I say, put this in your pocketbook. So when you go, you say, then I do like this. So now you can refill. And they're like, oh yeah. Then I'll be ready to sell them, because I said, this is the refill. So they put two and two together, they know they gotta come back and see me. Okay? They already know that. Come back and see me. I got you. Help me out, brother. But Derek, yeah, help me out. Let me see what I do. Thank you. I'm gonna pass these up. No, give me one. Yeah, you get one.
Thank you.
See those two young men right there, one? Now, this is what I'm gonna do. I got 3 raffles, okay? Thank you. This is $100 value. You're gonna be able to sit with me for 1 hour. You can question me anything you want to ask me. You want to know the nitty gritty of business? Fire away. Okay? So 3 people. If you feel that it doesn't have any value, give me the ticket back. Don't worry about it. Let's go have some value. Last 3 numbers, 979. All right, but you got a lot of hours. You need to know that. I train him every Monday through Friday. In high school, sends him over to me. It was 5 when we first started. And I would teach him economics. And now he works for me too. So, great job. Good answer, one to get the ticket. 984.
All right, right
All
here.
right. And we'll make sure we put his name on it. Put their name on it.
Okay.
981. There we go. All right. Get that third. We'll make sure they sign that. And that's, if when you look in your bags, there should be look in your bag. There should be some coupons in there. Therefore, for the restaurants, you see them in there? Those restaurants, those tickets are good. Now, at the IHOP, you can only use those Monday through Friday right now, 3 to 9. You're going to use it at the one at Stonecrest, the one at Panola Road. Danteo's, you can't use those on Friday nights. Fridays, period. They don't take coupons on Fridays. But there's only one at the Stonecrest Mall, there's one in Conyers. Those coupons, you can cut them, give a few of them away, kind of prime the pump, right? So you give some, a couple of them away. They say, oh, man, I used it, it was good, can I get some more? Well, we sell the whole sheet. There's 34 inches on the sheet for $5. But we sell them to the master distributors for $1. So it look like this. Okay? And Danteo's as well. So they just clip them, just cut them on out. The first square pays for the whole thing. They get buy one, get one free. That's it. That's mail. Right there paid for itself. They got 33 more entries right there. So right away, so just start giving some of them away, right? Gotta get them going. You know what it's like, man. You give them a little piece, right? Then see what happens. They like it, they come back for more, right? But right away, you want to tell them, say, listen, I got a whole sheet for $5 if you like, if it works for you. That's it. Close them down. You got there's a couple of things that you gotta understand when you're prospecting. Your prospects, you want to make sure you get first name, last name, email, and phone number. It's not a good thing just to give somebody something. See, there's something we teach on Saturdays. I can't teach it all today. You give somebody, you bless somebody with one of those squares. The minimum, if they really like you, they're going to give you that information. So you might not get your name and number, and, you know, they might say, why? He said, well, when I open up my store, I want to invite you to the grand opening. When you going to open your store? I said, well, God bless me. I did that for about 2 years and I opened up my first store. I was over here in Wesley Chapel. There used to be Kroger's over there, the old Big Lots. So I was in that plaza for 3.5 years. It was dead down there, right next to Footprints. But I made a lot of money down there because I'm a marketer. So I would pass out flyers and all that stuff. So I did my deal. So the deal is prospecting. Now this is the best way I know how to prospect right here. Once I put this on, I got my money. I get my money. People talk to me all the time, right? And so when they come up on me, I get a chance to pass out 100, 200 of these a day. They help my customer, they help my business along. But see, the thing about prospecting is you want to get to the point, this is how I develop. If you're going to prospect, what you want is you want your prospects to prospect you. That's what you want. You want your prospect to walk up to you and say, hey, can I spend some money with you? Sure can. You don't even have to twist my arm. Sure can. Because that's all they're doing. People wake up every day with maybe 1 to 2 or 3 things on their mind. Food, money, you know, how they gonna get some money, right? How they gonna spend it, how they gonna get it, right? Am I right?
That's right.
You all spend money every day, don't you? It just who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get that piece of money? The gas, the car, gas gonna get the money, Quick Trip, McDonald's, and they gonna get some of my money today? Or are they thinking about me, saying, man, I gotta get some more of that fragrance. I gotta get that. Oh, wow, I need to make some more money. Let me call sir. Let me buy a bunch of stuff. Let me make some money. Let me call Ron Derrick. Hey, Ron, you got any more of that burning oil? Yeah, man. I need a dozen of that. Okay. Where you want me be? You know? It's all legal. They see a deal going down, it's all legal, right? Let's look around there. You know, they still do their thing. It's all legal. Right? And the younger you teach children, the more money you're gonna make. That's why I go into the high schools, and that's why I'm getting ready to attack those colleges. Because there's a lot of money in there. Lots of it. Is it really because of the kid? No, because of the parents. Just like I said, your parents are going to help support you out there. They're going to do it automatically. They're going to do it. Tell me they're going to do it. They got to do it. They got it. If they love you, right, which you know they do, all you're going to do is ask them for their support. Will you support me? What's your mother going to say? No, get out of my face. My dad said, boy, you crazy enough now. So that's easy. You see how easy money is once you get it that easy. You got people helping this, man, I'm gonna support you on that. That's easy. Oh man, smell good. Yeah, I'll support you. How many people gonna support Roderick? What's your name again, son? Jawan. How many people gonna support Jawan and Roderick once they get in it? And rather in the community of people you know. Fine.
People, yeah.
The community of people you know that they now, you got your first student, your guys that start their own business. How many are gonna come run to their rescue?
Adults like to support young folks.
It's over.
Definitely.
It's over. This is all you ever really wanted, that these guys become independent people, that they can travel the world and then not messing around, hurt nobody. They got their own lifestyle, right? That's all you want. If you can get one to do that, you can get 10. And when 10 get it, there's 100, there's gonna be 1,000 young men.
You could go to the club, you could go to the park, you could just bring.
Be free.
Yep, and sell them at those different
Be
places.
free. You go to a little park situation, you know most of the people, you walking out of there with $100, $200. Come on, Alex. Alexander, tell them what happens when you get into the right venue with the right product. What happens?
Oh yeah, it explode, yeah.
Alex, I met Alexander down at the Falcons game one day. And I seen them slinging those caps, them baseball caps. So I wanted to, I said, man, maybe we'll take a look at this product here. So I wasn't sure about you. Then he called me. And that's he realized he had something pretty good, right?
Yeah.
And now he buying by the gallons and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Now you're into your own little master distribution deal, right?
Yeah.
People buying wholesale from you now, right? But you understood the concept.
Yeah.
It took you a minute though, right?
Yeah, it took
Really
a while.
seconds. It took you some seconds okay, I see what you're doing. Before you knew it, he was like, give me a gallon of that, gallon of this, case of bottles, right? But you're finding out this is probably one of the easiest products you ever probably going to sell. And it's residual. They're coming back. You haven't even come back yet? People could, hell, I need some more.
Yeah, I had a few people for the 3 for 10, into the using the fragrance lamps for the burning oil for the household. I have people that have smoke rooms and stuff like that. So
You can only see it growing, right?
yeah,
That's it. It ain't going, it's going up. I just want to, right now, thank you all for really coming out today. Let's get some food. Let's get a little something to eat and enjoy. My wife is back there. I can serve you a little bit. And any other questions now?
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Where can I buy one of those?
You ready for it?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, these sell for 50, but we sell them to our wholesalers for 35. So when you're out in the street, you got to get your 50. Now, when I go through the airport, I sell these for 100. White people, you go fast. Right? White people, man. They just see a value of something, they go, I don't care. It's just, hey, listen, I'm black, you white, you Chinese, you Korean. If it was Korean, I'd say the Korean people. But it just, when white people see this, and they know business, they just jump on it. They just start digging in their pocket. And then they say, well, all I got is credit card.
Ready for you too. I'm ready for you with that too. He's ready.
Mark.
All my players and hustlers, need to have one of these. Because 90% of people carry debit cards now, credit cards. So you're going to lose money. So if you were selling cars, and I got a $150,000 credit line on my card, and you can't swipe, baby, you ain't getting my money. You're getting sleepy. You're getting sleepy.
one in the warehouse so you can get the tour.
Okay, who needs to take a tour of the warehouse? Who hasn't been around? You need to take a tour. Okay. So, I don't know how we're gonna end it, I just figured just have a great day.
Want to do it again?
Okay, now we gotta make sure the 3 people that got the hour, that's your hour. Do you see any value in it, in that hour? Meeting with me one-on-one? Okay, then, that's good. How about you?
Yeah, Ralph,
I know, I figured you would, I can see it. Yeah, you knew that was your ticket, didn't you? You had 2 tickets, you said, I'm gonna get that, I'm the winner. You knew he was the winner anyway, huh? I said, I know who's gonna get that ticket here. So thank you very much. Go ahead, let's go ahead and eat. God bless you. Thank you, and God bless you. Every Saturday, education. Let's give some of you, Mama. You good? Nah, leave it. Let's leave it right now. Oh, Jesus. You don't. You schedule any day. Anytime you want. It could be on a Saturday. It could be on a Saturday. You like Saturday? Same market. So he has Saturdays a rough way? So just make your schedule, because you know we're gonna be every Saturday, 9. Yeah, and so after the training, then I'm gonna go right, then we'll start, yeah. Yeah, the training always gonna be out, 9 to 10. It ain't gonna be 10. Yeah. Yeah. Or maybe 10:30 to 11:30. Yeah, that'd be good. That would give you about a half an hour to 3 hours.
Oh, you want me to go next Saturday? Okay, Saturday after that? I'll get it later. You already called it, that's- I'll make sure that something is put there. So, 28th,
You ready, you wanna get into the session, right? Like it's a shrimp? That's right. That's okay.
Derek Patrick, right? I have your.
You got somebody from another state.
Okay, so, I got you here.
That's good money. We ship it to them. We're not gonna ship the toilet paper London, we're gonna ship the oil. Mike. All right.
Sorry, I couldn't make it, man. My son's mom just came on White House right now.
Okay, that's fine.
I thought you were gonna be at work anyway.
Yeah, it was, I ran out of stuff, so I did what I could yesterday. And that was last, I thought it was last Saturday. I only have like a little small number of stuff left.
Yeah, you get it heard now. You get it heard. I already know.
The merchandising, man, the merchandising, that's the thing right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring them now, okay, thank you so much, and, Husky, I'm gonna bring you to you next Saturday,
Good.
okay?
Cause that's where y'all gonna grow. But you gotta get trained. And, you know, you don't really usually worry about training at all. You gotta practice just like a doctor, you basketball. You wanna be a prison scholar. You gotta practice. Like Dr. Phil, right?
Did you create another thing for your
No.
Did you put it on Facebook? You have Facebook?
Yes, I do, but I don't use it that often.
You don't get people international ones, you don't know. You have a picture of your product?
Yeah, I do. On my computer.
If you don't upload it on the Facebook?
Yeah.
All right, with your telephone number?
Yeah.
All right, okay, thank you. All right then, all right then. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, so we got some here, to get it over with.
I know they didn't walk out of here and leave their bags in. What they doing? I took my time and did it. For real, what you doing? Take them damn bags. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll grab something.
Yeah, I'm about to say, oh, you got your bag?
Be doing a tour.
We went through too much for this. No, we went through too much for this.
With the bag.
And everything else.
Take this top out, take the bottom.
Yeah, but them coupons are great.
Oh yeah, I use them all the time.
Good.
I don't like IHOP like that.
You don't like IHOP? You don't? I like the steak.
Well, you know what, I might try one more time. Let me try this steak, cause I
Go
didn't
to
know-
another one. Which one you used to go to?
I went to the one on Panola,
Oh, don't go to that one. Go to the one out there in Conyers.
and I went to the one in Conyers. I've been to the one in Savannah.
You didn't like it?
Just like different ones, it wasn't.
Girl, it is cold, ain't it?
I thought it's just me. 'cause
No,
I
it's not you. It's cold. I'm freezing.
Don't forget the ones down on the floor.
Oh, yeah. It's a hot dog. For real.
Oh, this
No,
is
I know
gonna
I'm
be
gonna
every
get in
Saturday.
bed.
He's gonna be doing this every Saturday.
Well, he have a class every Saturday morning from 9 to 10. He do it every Saturday from 9 to 10. Yep. Well, I'm off on Saturday, so you know how that go. I usually get lost on that. That's why I'm gonna start coming in for a little bit of training.
What's gonna good nowadays?
Oh yeah, oh cool. Yeah, he's really good. A lot of people know him. Him and his wife. They are well known. Well known.
One of my friends,
Everybody knows.
before her mom passed, I didn't know her mom was coming here.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, she
Wow.
got diagnosed with breast cancer. And see, I do the breast cancer walk every year.
You do?
With my company.
Mm-hmm.
Because I made Mark did it this year. He
That's
came
good.
with me. And she was like, because she kept asking me, and I said, well, I say something about Mark's dad. She said, is that the dude that drive the little van with the front on it? So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, wait a minute. And she started describing. She said, I used to drop my mom off over there.
Wow.
And her mom is from England.
Oh.
And I met her once before she got diagnosed with breast cancer. And she used to come here. She used to get the water and everything.
Yeah.
And so, I say, do son know she passed? And he's like, no.
Oh my God.
But she came to
Oh,
walk, her
man.
first year walking was last year, not this year, but last year. But she couldn't make it this year because she had little ones and it was super cold.
They should have told her that she passed.
I don't know, I can't even remember her
He
name.
probably don't even know that she passed, you know? Yeah, he needs to know that.
Because
Especially
when-
his customers.
matter of fact, what is 2010 of October, because she passed the same year my granddaddy passed. And her husband had sent me a text with the funeral. And I was like, I can't make it because my granddaddy just passed. Yeah. So it's been 2 years, yeah.
Wow.
I told Willa to make 2 years. No, this was made 3. It would have made 3 years. It was gone.
Wow. That's something.
And see, when I seen her, it was like, she was so happy. She didn't even look like it.
But it's like that, you know, that sometimes it's just like that, know that? You could be around people and you don't even know that cancer survives.
I met a couple come to my job, and one of my coworkers, I didn't even know until she did a walk for the first time this year. She was a cancer survivor.
Oh, wow. Yeah, we go all up to Maryland and DC and do cancer walk. 'Cause I'm a survivor too. So we go all around. Yeah.
My
Support, we definitely support.
cousin, her and the girl friends in Savannah do the walk. In Savannah, but they couldn't make it up here for some reason.
Oh, wow.
Cause it was what, 5 miles downtown.
Where you gonna put them? We gonna put them up. He said he gonna start giving these to people when they come in and it's like, look, in the front, we'll probably just put them in the front. But that's a good thing, to be honest, that they can do that, you know? Keely.
What done?
Put these chairs back to the side.
What time you get him on?
8 o'clock.
He said he was gonna call me, come at 8 o'clock. Then they were here.
No, he came by 8, maybe. Something about 8:15, something like that.
He told me he was gonna tell you that he was gonna call you.
He ain't told me nothing. Missy, I'm glad you came. I'm glad you came.
Don't forget, y'all still on the camera.
Come on here.
Oh, we
What'd he say?
still on camera? Oh, you said don't forget y'all still on camera. Move it in there.
So let's just hope y'all didn't say on that.
Oh, no, oh, no.
I don't want you to go out of town.
I was here.
I thought you cared about me, Jay.
I don't care about working here.
You don't care about being here. But I'm gonna miss you.
So.
Cool, Jay. I thought we were cool.
Oh, we got a lot of stuff to put back.
But we cool. That cool, huh?
Jeez.
Put it on something on, and, you know what I'm saying, then I have to sell it to somebody else, I have to rub it on 2, 3 other people.
You street.